The breakdown you're about to watch is brought to you by We Want Picks Premium Membership. Premium membership gets you all sorts of exclusive content, early bets, fantasy tools, and betting guides. Check it out now, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Get ahead of these betting lines and get access to all of the tools now with an optimizer. We have a DraftKings optimizer available to you at the same low price of $10 a month. That's $2.50 a week. You get all of our bets early, all of our fantasy content early. You get betting tools and now a DraftKings optimizer, DraftKings ownership, and everything you need to build now up to 150 lineups with just a few clicks. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. It is only $10 a month. All right, $10 a month. You have one good week. You pay for the whole year. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. And as always, if you want $50, all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. I'll send you $50. Next up at UFC 279, we have Hakeem Dawodu taking on Julian Erosa. Hakeem Dawodu is 13-2 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off the impressive win over Mike Trizano. Julian Erosa, 27-9 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off the fight of the night win over Steve Peterson. Hakeem Dawodu is a high-level striker who throws everything with power. He sets a nice forward pressure pace, and he still manages to have excellent counter punches. He will walk forward throwing leg kicks and straights, and when you fire back, he dips his head, and then he just throws again. He's incredibly technical and has very real power. He's coming off that dominant win over Mike Trizano where he more than doubled his strikes, and that is a fantastic win because Mike is also a very solid striker. Julian Erosa is incredibly fun to watch. He's a very violent striker with a ton of finishes. He throws absolutely everything with intent, and even if he is hittable, which he is, for the most part it's been fine because he's got a solid chin. He does have his most success fighting at range, but he has no problem getting sucked into a firefight. He's got solid MMA jiu-jitsu if he needs it, and we saw that against Charles Jourdain. But it's not something he's looking for. And when he does get taken down, it's mostly, when he does get a takedown, it's mostly for damage. He's coming off that win over Steve Peterson where, frankly, he relied way too much on his chin, and he only won that fight because of a couple of late takedowns. And I love Dawodu in this matchup, and it honestly just comes down to their last fights. Hakeem won a technical striking match against a very high-level striker, and Julian was losing a striking match against a low-level striker. He relied on his chin, and then he got a late takedown to lock that up. So that's just not going to fly in this fight. Hakeem is not Steve Peterson, and I think he has a ton of success here. Julian's chin has held up in the past, and he is such a dog. He can grit out a win, but his chin's starting to show some wear. We just saw that with Tai Tuivasa, right? Like, we saw his chin showed a little bit of wear in his last couple of fights, and then it finally gave out on him. That may be the same with Julian Erosa here. So I love Hakeem Dawodu. I love him in this fight. I have a moneyline bet on him, and I'm looking forward to it because it should be really fun regardless. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm looking at the odds, see if the odds are moving a little bit. Minus 205. I agree. If this is basically, when you're looking at Julian Erosa, this is Charles Jourdain 2.0. I mean, this might even be, I don't want to say the WIS version of Charles Jourdain, but this is like the exact same fighter of Charles Jourdain. That's why it was such a fun fight between those two. What it comes down to in this fight is, if Hakeem Dawodu is ever bleeding in this fight, I think Erosa's about to win this fight because that means it has turned into the type of fight that Erosa wants to fight. A dirty, brawling, on the ground, scrambles, just a nasty fight. But if this stays clean, there is not many people in the UFC, in the featherweight division, that are going to beat Hakeem in a clean kickboxing match. This dude is so good and so technical and so clean in his striking that if this stays at range at all, he should absolutely dominate this fight. And he shows some pretty good takedown defense as well. Against Evolov or whatever, you know, that's, again, one of those next level wrestling guys, but he showed some really good persistence as far as getting back to his feet and scrambling in some of those positions. So Julian Erosa coming in and shooting takedowns and taking Dawodu down, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a mostly striking battle, and I 100% agree. In a striking battle, Hakeem should absolutely dominate. But, you know, Erosa has a way to kind of bait people into those brawls, so we'll see what happens. I think I actually put Erosa into a DraftKings lineup just because I mentioned I don't love a ton of underdogs on this card, and he is tough enough to survive. Dawodu is one of those guys that it's actually kind of surprising that he doesn't knock out people more often. See, look, they're spamming with our channel now. You see that in the chat?
Yeah.
It's like literally bots. Just ban everyone.
We'll just have to do subscriber only mode next time. No big deal.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I'm surprised when I watch Hakeem fight that he doesn't have more finishes than he does. But with that said, I don't think he's going to be able to finish Julian Erosa. Julian Erosa will be around. He's a dangerous fighter. He could turn this into a brawl. So DraftKings, I sprinkle a little bit for Erosa because he is tough and he can be around, and maybe that volume stacks up for the underdog role. But yeah, I agree 100%. This should be Hakeem all the way in a mostly striking battle.
Yeah, it'll be. It should be a really fun fight regardless. And Julian Erosa, like you said, he's a dog, ton of fun to watch. But you can't just you can't build a long career on just relying on your chin. You just can't. And Hakeem hits hard, super technical. I'm looking forward to it. $8,900. I honestly think it's probably safe money to spend in DraftKings. But again, Julian Erosa is a hard guy to get rid of, and you know, $8,900 means you're going to get a stoppage. And man, it's just so hard because Julian Erosa, I feel like he's going to get knocked out soon. He can't keep taking the shots he takes. But I don't know if it's this fight, and I don't know if it's against Hakeem for $8,900. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm staying away from Hakeem. I think there's much better value around that 9,000 price point against some lower level competition. Because this is one of those fights that Hakeem is the much more talented fighter, but both these guys are pretty high level guys. So it's hard to finish high level fighters.
Yeah, no, I like Hakeem to win. I got that money line bet on him, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to spend that kind of DraftKings money on him. The more or less Monkey Knife Fight strike line, I think it's probably a more. And if we look at Hakeem versus Mike Trezano, obviously that was closer to a kickboxing match, but Julian's going to come rushing in, make it a firefight, swing wild. I think they end up more with Monkey Knife Fight. What do you think?
I think it's probably a more.
Yeah. Okay, so we agree. WeWantPicks.com/MKF. They will instantly match your deposit up to $100. Give them 50, they'll give you 50. You give them 100, they'll give you 100. Play some of these strike lines. All you need to do is say more or less. And if you're right, you can triple your money. String a bunch together, you can 25 times your money. It's a ton of fun, super easy. It is daily fantasy. And don't forget, premium members. We are doing a Daniel Rodriguez signed poster giveaway thanks to Jesse Correa. All you need to do is be a premium member, like this stream, and comment on the video. That's it. That's all you need to do. If you're already a premium member, that means you're getting full access to all of our bets early, our picks early, our DraftKings optimizer, fully populated, DraftKings ownership, everything you could ever need to make money watching fights. That's WeWantPicks.com. At the top, click Become a Member.